Which Krishna was the professor of philosophy in Ramanuja Krishna Center for Advanced Study of Philosophy, Madras University. Yeah. He is a scholar of diverse areas of philosophy and Sanskrit, but he has a sustained interest in history of science also, and he has been a great admirer and I think engaged Professor K.V. Sharma on several issues. Currently he is with IIT Bhubaneswar. He was in Mauritius for about 6 months, I think, after we went. Okay.
So thank you, Professor Srinivas, for the kind words. And without taking much of your time, may I request Dr. Anil Narayanan to present his paper. Dr. Anil Narayanan is in the faculty of Chinmaya Vishwavidyalaya in Velenadu, right? Yeah. And he did his PhD from Calicut University with N.K. Sundareswaran on the Leelavati commentary of Paramesvara. Okay, Doctor, is it right? Or did I introduce you properly? Please, I'll come back to you later on. 45 minutes, I'll give you. How much? 45. Yeah.
40 you giving me.
40 give me. Yeah. Okay. After that.
Lakshmi Sahasradityasannipa Jnanamurtiranatyando Paririshtam Dadatuna. So I'll read the paper and whatever explanation is needed, give the explanation. Regarding Leelavati, Leelavati is the culminating point of a saga of mathematical activities in India. And it is well known that it is one of the parts of Siddhanta Shiromani, the other parts being Bija-ganita, Graha-ganita, and Godadhyaya. And there are about 270 verses. And the phrase Leelavati itself means Leelasyaha asti iti. And there are many commentaries.
Anil, what do you want in this slide?
Commentaries for Leelavati also. So for the number of commentaries, it ranks along with Bhagavad Gita and Kavya Prakasha. It is said that Kavya Prakashasya Tika Grihe Grihe. So it is true in the case of Leelavati also. So A.K. Bhatt has listed about 40 commentaries, 40 Sanskrit commentaries of Leelavati. Then as many as 11 commentaries on Leelavati have been identified from Kerala. 5 in Sanskrit and others in Malayalam by K.V. Sharma. So among these commentaries, the commentary of Vadasheri Parameswaran Nambudiri and Kriya Kramagiri of Trikudaveli Shankara Warrior and Mahishamangalam Narayana. These are notable. And according to R.C. Gupta, the best commentary is Buddhi Vilasan. Paul Brooks suggests Buddhi Vilasani as the best one and
Anil.
Take this. Better it take.
Switch on.
So regarding Paramesvara's commentary, Ullur historians like Ullur, Vadakkambur Rajarajavarma and Kunjani Raja has given references about Paramesvara's commentary on Leelavati. K.V. Sharma has given the details with the exact manuscript numbers in his work. And Sharma names this work of Paramesvara as Vivarana. But it should be noted that neither the manuscripts of Paramesvara's commentary on Leelavati nor any other works of Paramesvara gives the name Vivarana. So apart from these documented manuscripts, there are some manuscripts found from Calicut University, and the work has been edited using these 5 manuscripts. So the text begins with an benedictory verse. Lakshmi Bhuvilasatparsha Sahasraditya Sannibha Jnanamurtiranadhyando Harishtam Dadaduna Pranamami Ganeshanam Parvatya Anga Samsthidam Vagishwaram Abhitatha Sri Rudram Cha Kripanidhim. This is the verse. Now, regarding this verse, Pranamami Ganeshanam Parvatya Anga Samsthidam Vagishwaram Abhitatha Sri Rudram Cha Kripanidhim. So the general definition for Anushtup meter can be stated like this: Shloke Shashtham Gurum Nyeyam Sarvatra Leghu Panchamam Dvijadushpadayor Hraswam Saptamam Dirghamanyayo. Can be the Lakshana for Anushtup. So the 6th syllable should be Guru, and Sarvatra Leghu Panjam, the 5th syllable should be Leghu, and Dvijadushpadayor Hraswam. The syllable in the 3rd and 4th lines should be Leghu. The 7th syllable in the 2nd and 4th line should be Leghu, and on the 1st and 3rd line it should be Dirgha, Guru. So this is the definition for Anushtup. So here in the verse Pranamami Ganeshanam Parvatya Anga Samsthidam, Tatra Pranamami, the 4th syllable is.
There is no constraint on 4th.
Sorry, there is some mistakes. Vagishwaram Abhi. Tatra Vagishwaram Abhi, P is the 7th syllable. Ta is the 7th syllable, and according to the Lakshana it should be Guru. Ta should be Guru, but these kind of Anushtup variety is not seen in Sanskrit literature, except in Mahabharata and Ramayana.
No. This is Shloka is one variety of Anushtup.
Yes.
There are several other varieties of Anushtup. So we can take this. So this is not in Shloka Vritta. That is all we can say. This is Anushtup.
It is a variety of Anushtup, but these kind of varieties are not seen in classical literature. That's what I meant to convey.
Proceed.
So this variety can be seen in epics, Ramayana and Mahabharata, but not in Kalidasa literature. So after paying, so the very next verse gives the name of the commentator. Nilaya Sagarasyavi Tirastha Paramesvara Vyakhyanamasmai Balaya Leelavatya Karomyam. So, who lives in the banks of river Nila, going to compose this Leelavati commentary for the benefit of this kid, Balaya. So this intended kid is unknown actually. It may be Paramesvara's own child, Damodara, or anyone who has mastered all the science other than the science of mathematics. Balaya. Anyhow, this verse is an internal evidence for fixing the authorship of the work. So the author has given similar references about the living places in other works like Gola Deepika. Srimad Rudrasya Shishyena Leelavatya Kritamaya Paramesvara Namnaivam Vyakhyanam Hare Namah. So before also in enunciating the formula to find the arc length of a given chord, In the Siddhanta Deepika commentary he states, Mahado Bhaskariyasya Vyakhyayam Likhidam Maya Siddhanta Deepikakhyayam Karmajya Dhanuradikam. So from these verses, internal evidence can be seen to fix that the work is ascribed to Paramesvara, who lives in the banks of Arabian Sea and who composed Siddhanta Deepika commentary of Mahabhaskariya. So regarding Paramesvara, he has authored more than 20 works, including independent works, commentaries and super commentaries also. So in the case of many mathematical works, Paramesvara's works as stated was hidden in the form of manuscripts, and it was actually H. Kern who took the initiative to publish Bhada Deepika in 1874 from Holland, Leiden. He brought to light Paramesvara's commentary on Aryabhatiya called Bhada Deepika, but Kern was unaware about the other works of Paramesvara. As we see the introductory part, he was unaware about the other works of Paramesvara, and he states the name of the author as Paramadishwara as the name of the author. But actually the Paramadishwara means Paramadina Ishwarena means Ishwara preceded by Parama, and that is Paramesvara. So such metrical composition to maintain the conformity with the metrical rules are common in Sanskrit literature. But unnoticing these things, he has given the name as Paramadishwara. So that is in his other work. Similar verses can be seen in Siddhanta, Surya Siddhanta commentary also. Nilaya Sangamat Saumi Sthidena Paramadina Siddhantam Vivrutam Samyak Ishwarena Malpasha. So Parama, Ishvara preceded by Parama. That is the Paramesvara. So not noticing this fact in his edition of Bhada Deepika, H. Kern has given the author's name as Paramadishwara. And most of the works of Paramesvara have been published during 1960 by K.V. Sharma, Ganapati Shastri and Gangadhar Bapurao Kale from Pune, Punjab and Trivandrum. So the works of Paramesvara are enlisted here. These are the astronomical works: Drigganida, Gola Deepika, Grahana Mandana, Grahana Nyaya Deepika, Grahana Ashtaka and Vakyakarana. Then commentaries: Bhada Deepika, commentary on Laghu Bhaskariya, Parama Deepika, commentary on Mahabhaskariya, Mahabhaskariya Bhashyasya Bhashyam, commentary on Laghu Manasa Hunjala, commentary on Leelavadi, a gloss on his own Gola Deepika, commentary on Surya Siddhanta, and many astrological works like Ajara Sangraha, Jataka Paddhati, commentary on Muhurtaratna of Govinda, commentary for Jataka Paddhati of Shripadi, commentary for Prasnashat Panjashika of Prithuyashas, like this. And there are some works still need to be unearthed. Muhurta Attaka Deepika, Vakya Deepika and Bha Deepika. So at the end of his Mahabhaskariya Bhashya, Paramesvara has stated that these works are composed by himself. So here, Muhurta Attaka Siddhanta Vakya Bha Nyaya Karmanam Deepikam Goda Bhadayos Chakara Paramesvara. So we are aware about Siddhanta Deepika, Nyaya Deepika, Karma Deepika, Goda Deepika, Bhada Deepika, but this Muhurta Attaka Deepika, Vakya Deepika and Bha Deepika have to be still unearthed. Now coming to Paramesvara's commentary on Leelavadi, so there are many features. So I compare with some features with the available commentaries Buddhi Vilasini and Kriya Kramagari. So regarding the style of writing, normally he will state the pradika of each verses and then he will comment. Like the verse is Pridim Bhakta Janasya Yojanayate, to state Pridimiti, and then the verse will be commented upon. Except in one manuscript, the whole verses have been given. But that manuscript is not complete. Only 13 folios were there in that manuscript. So in all other 4 manuscripts, the entire verse was not there. So it can be stated that the commentary is a simple and clear exposition. So unlike Kriya Karmavari, there are not Sangraha slokas. In Kriya Karmavari you will find many recapitulatory verses, whereas in Paramesvara's commentary these Sangraha slokas are not seen. But he has, on the course of commenting, he has given about 76 verses of his own, and he has commented about 175 verses of Leelavati, not the whole. Some he leaves without explaining. At some portions he has given the reason, and at some portions he has not given the. So he states it has been already explained in the Mahabhaskariya Bhashya, so I am not going to explain. So this is the general style of writing the commentary. So the verse order and readings of the commentary usually fits with the Kriya Karmavari and not with Buddhi Vilasan. The readings also. Readings and the verse order. It generally
said the other way. Kriya Karmavari conforms with.
Okay. So that's the Paramesvara's commentary is the first. So Kriya Karmavari follows the verse order of Paramesvara's commentary. And the authors of Kriya Karmavari have quoted from Paramesvara's commentary, and somewhere they have showed their indebtedness to the Paramesvara's commentary, but there are portions where they have not expressed their gratitude, especially in this Varga Karma Vishesha, these portions. Sometimes they will state Taduktam Paramesvara Acharyana iti yuktva, and
that is in Kriya Karmavari.
So in Kriya Karmavari, the authors sometimes they will state Taduktam Paramesvara Acharyana, and they will quote from Paramesvara's commentary. But there are some portions. Then in Paramesvara's commentary, there are no noticed the logic behind the Upatis. At 2 occasions he has stated the Upatis in Paramesvara's commentary, and the derivations are not being made on the background of geometry, unlike in Kriya Karmavari commentary. That is the feature of. So there are no geometrical figures, or that is not there. And this is another feature. Usually the Malayalam commentaries explain the said verses of Leelavati. They have not their own examples, but Paramesvara has stated his own examples in the course of writing the commentary. So he has not considered some of the examples already there in Leelavati. He has not considered these verses, but he has given some other examples. So just like Leelavati's verses, most of these examples demonstrate the qualities of the head and the heart of the commentator as well. So this is on shadow problems while enunciating the Karma Sutra to find the distance between the base points. He has given the verse Saumni Bhagi Nilaya Vrishabhavanamidi Kshetram Abhetade Syad Tasminnekatra Bodadhvaja Silasi Dasad Divajata Prabhatu Shango Raktangulasya Dvishara Nagasama Sapta Hastandare Syad Yuna Sa Odamarga Pramidi Mihasakhe Brohi Divonnadincha. So this Nilaya, Saumi Bhagi Nilaya, Uttare Dishi Nilaya. So this can be an internal evidence. He leaves.
Fourth quarter, it should be Una or Diuna?
Can be Una.
Syat Una iti padachila.
Una iti Mani.
Yuna
iti Yuna iti Yuna iti bhavati.
That's okay.
Okay.
Right.
Less.
No. Syat Una iti
Shaduna it will not come. Yuna.
It should be Duna.
You could get it here, not Shad.
Without you.
So this use of Bodha Sangya system is also there. Dvi, Shara stands for 5, Naga 7, and also Shangor Arkangulasya Arkangula Dwadashangulatmaka Shangu. So this Bhuta Sankhya system is also used profoundly, like Rashur Dhadu Lehutrayam Sharita Chakra Samhita. So the Chakra Indra stands for 14. So he has used Bhuta Sankhya system profoundly. Now citation of other works. So not many works of Paramesvara have been quoted in Leelavadi commentary, but he has mentioned about Siddhanta Deepika commentary of Mahabhaskara, that he has mentioned. So while explaining Leelavadi verse to find the arc length of a given quote, he states that this has already been explained in Mahabhaskara commentary. Then also while explaining the Kuttaka method, he has stated that as this has been already explained in detail in the Prashnadhyaya of Mahabhaskara Vyakya, I am not going to explain this anymore. Thus, it is clear that Paramesvara's commentary on Leelavadi is composed after the composition of Siddhanta Deepika. Because Siddhanta Deepika has already been mentioned. So this can be taken into account while fixing the chronology of Paramesvara's work. Now regarding
Madhava is mentioned or not mentioned?
Madhava is not mentioned in Leelavadi commentary. But so observation on variant readings. So he has noticed some variant readings. Usually the Kerala commentators will be very keen in observing the variant readings, but he has 2-3 occasions he has suggested some variant readings. The very first verse itself, the words Lalitya and Leelavadi, they are usually taken as a single word, but here Paramesvara notes Kejid Shabda Shuddhyartham Lalitya Leelavadi Mityegam Padam Kritva Vadanti Kila Tatrapyadi Prasado Na Asman Manasi Vartate. So it should be taken as two distinct words, two different words. Iti Esham Tasya Abhipraya.
कथं सङ्गच्छति
तद् व्याख्याने नास्ति किन्तु कथं किं तस्य अभिप्रायः इति अत्र तेषां तत्रापि अधिप्रसादो न अस्मन् मनसि वर्तते इति उक्तम्. I am not satisfied with this. एवम् उक्तं. Then so somewhere he has 2-3 occasions he has stated Edat prakshiptam iti kejit. So some regard this as prakshipta. So he has given suggestions on interpolations also. So when commenting upon the formula to find the area of a quadrilateral, Paramesvara notes Edat prakshiptam iti kejit. Then to find the diagonals of a quadrilateral, cyclic quadrilateral by tracing Brahmagupta, Bhaskaracharya also given formula in this regard, but Paramesvara thinks it as a later interpolation. So these observations on Paramesvara on interpolation can be taken for knowing the textual distortion of Leelavadi. That can be taken into account. And he has suggested some additional Karana Sutras also. He states, so while explaining the formula to find the number of arithmetic progression, Paramesvara suggests this Sredhi Bala Uttara Nada Nignad Chayadi Upmandara Varga Yuktad Mulam Di Vaktrona Mahoyudam Cha Chayena Gacham Dvijayodhradam Syat Iti Va Sutram. Evamukta, he has given some additional Karana Sutra. Again, to find the nth term and sum of n terms of a arithmetic progression, he gives this formula. Chayanihatam padam chayardhahinam mukhasahitam yadasya vargidam tu chayadala vaktra bheda vargahinam dvijayardam bhavedganam tu sarvam. So he has supplemented some additional Karana Sutra. Now while reading texts like Leelavadi, the major hindrance a reader faces is the lack of knowledge in the technical terms. So many technical terms have been explained in the commentary. So like in while explaining Gacha, is a number of terms in AP. So Paramesvara states Gatsa Shabdena Padam Uchyate. So it has been clearly stated. And Bhumi, Mukha, base and top side. Chaturbhuje Athasthido Bahu Bhumi Ridi Kathyate. Uparisthido Mukhamidi. So he makes it clear. And Jatyam Yasmin Kshetre Kshetra Phalam Niravayam Bhavati Tad Jatyam Ityuchyate. So these technical terms have been defined exactly. Then this thing have been already discussed. You know that regarding a cyclic quadrilateral. So in the figure ABCD, it's a famous verse already explained by Professor R.C. Gupta and the work of Professor Saraswati Amma. This verse has been explained. R.C. Gupta translated and he has written a paper on this verse. So this is the translation. Doshnam dvayor ghadayudinam tisranam vadhe एकैकोणैतरत्रैक्य चतुष्टमधभाजिते लब्धमूलेन यद्वृत्तं विष्कम्बार्धेन निर्मितं सर्वं चतुर्भुजक्षेत्रं तस्मिन्नेव अवतिष्ठते. So दोषणां द्वयोर घातयुतीनां, taking two and two sides at a time, and the three sums are multiplied and divided by ekaiga una itaratraikya. So the translation. So sarvam chaturbhuja kshetram tasminneva avadishtade means if the sides of a cyclic quadrilateral are ABCD, and if it is radius is this unit, then that quadrilateral will fix in that circle. Tasminneva avadishtade means tasmin varteva avadishtade. So these kind of mathematical informations have to be traced out. So I'm just concluding. So with regard to Paramesvara's commentary, it is, as we know, it is the first available commentary on Leelavati. And the prime scope of Paramesvara's commentary on Leelavati is that it will be useful in studying the working methodologies of Kerala mathematicians of medieval century, 15th century. So with the addition of Paramesvara's commentary, many of the untraced quotations in Kriya Kramari have been already traced. So that has been given as the appendix of my work, and these observations on Paramesvara's on interpolations can be taken into account for the study of textual distortion of Leelavati. So these questions are not answered actually. The questions like how the commentators like Paramesvara conceptualized mathematics at 15th century, how particular was Paramesvara's commentary on Indian context, and are there any new mathematical finds in the commentary that have to be answered, have to be carried out. So anyhow, the addition of Paramesvara's commentary on Leelavati will be a torch bearer to throw light on these areas. So with this,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Anil Narayanan. Now the floor is open for questions and comments.
It is circumradius occurs in commentary of which words of Leelavati?
That is the 49th verse in Paramesvara's commentary. 49th verse.
No,
Which verse of Leelavati?
That I have to.
No, 49 means of the 75 verses he has introduced.
I have to search.
Does Paramesvara, when he says that the area of the cyclic, this Brahmagupta formula is Prakshipta, he said.
So he says, Edat Prakshiptam iti kechit.
Iti kechit.
Kechit.
But when does he say that the quadrilateral is cyclic? Does he say about the diagonal formula that this is true for the cyclic as now Kriya clearly says this is Duttantargata. The diagonals for a general quadrilateral are not limited once we know the sides. Anyatam. But how is it determined? Duttantargatatva. This is what Kriya very clearly Say, does that knowledge go back to Paramesvara or?
No, Paramesvara has not mentioned about this Voti or logic behind this formula. He has just given that verse on.
No, because Bhaskara is critical.
No.
Now does Paramesvara support Bhaskara or Brahmagupta?
Bhaskara says Vayanda Vidmana.
Oh, let's see.
The questions can be asked all this.
What is the exact date of this work, do we know?
Exact name of the work.
Exact date.
Date of the work. Date of the. There are no internal evidence.
But time is 1545.
1362.
14th.
15th century.
Okay.
15th.
1420.
Yeah, something.
Yeah, 1400.
Paramesvara says is 1360 to 1455.
Thank you very much, Dr. Anil Narayanan. And there are quite a few mistakes in Sanskrit, you know.
The typo.
Typos are there, and as such, some Kerala texts go with some of their own.
This could also be
go with
the contribution of one who prepared the slide.
that also is good. Now we go over to.
What is this
Prashna?
Prashna Shat Panchashika you are mentioning?
That Pradhyasas.
What is that?
Tasya Vyakhya, Paramesvarasya Vyakhya.
Upanishad is Sanna Parahani.
Yeah, what is that? Prashna Shat Panchashika?
Tasya Vyakhya Paramesvarasya.
Satyam. कीदृशः ग्रन्थः इति प्रश्नः.
Navalu.